Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tuskens, and welcome to Season 47 5 vs 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 3 for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. My opponent is once more, twice this season already, KP67s, the Servant of the Empire. So, going into this matchup here, so this is the 6th round of the season. I am 4-1. My one loss was to KP right here in Week 1, Round 1. So, and it was pretty close. He full cleared me and I couldn't clear one team. So in that sense, it wasn't close. But had I cleared the team, I would have won on banners. So, you know, it's like, I was just a little off. Enough, but a little. Anyway, let's get right into it. We got a lot of work to do. It's already past 1:30, so I've got 3.5 hours, and this type of thing can take time. So let's go ahead and get the prediction on screen. All right, 3 or less, 4 or more. We'll stick to the script. Start it up. All right, and we'll get the compare on screen here. Okay, so rank 13 versus rank 12, a showdown. Perhaps to see who's going to be in the top bracket. So, honestly, I do want to win, and I'm going to try to win. It also is not going to overwhelmingly break my heart if I don't end up in that top bracket, because I'm sure you guys are all aware the set 12, the next set of datacrons, are available in the datacron store. So those who are about the whale life have already got a good amount of these crons ready, and they are significant. Like, they are a big deal. So it would be Hell Week fighting all that, and I'll do it if I get there. I'll do it, damn it, but it's going to be a mess. All right. So, GP-wise, 13.6 to 13.5. Top 80 GP, my 3.075 to his 3.079. So, really, dead heat there. GAC Omicrons, my 42 to his 40. Very close. Top 80 average speed, my 158 to his 154. Small advantage my way. Plus 25 speed mods, my 174 to his 104. 20 to 24s, I have 379 to his 342. Plus 20s, I have 553 to his 446. That's pretty solid. Offense-wise, plus 4s, I have 136 to his 168. And then plus 6%, I have 38 to his 41. So, a guy who's about cultivating some offense. That's good. All right, total relic levels, 1942 to 1933. Wow, we are really well matched size-wise anyway. Relic 9, 67 to his 85. Whoa! Relic 8's my 111 to his 86. Relic 7's my 54 to his 62. Datacron analysis. So yeah, here we go. Here we go again. My total rerolls, 177, still under 180, which is usually about my par. And to his 503. Yeah, so these are some nasty crons. Level 9s, I have 39 to his 43. 6 to 8s, I have 4, he has 0. And 3 to 5s, I have 1, he has 4. Yeah, sheep, I'm off all week. Your boy doesn't take a lot of vacation, so I had a whole bunch of vacation hours at the end of the year that I couldn't roll over. So I'm off for all of this week, and I'll also be off from December 18th through the rest of the year. It's not bad. Yes, Dylar. Yes, that's a lot of money tied up in these datacrons. KP has definitely got himself some killer stuff. All right, here's the GL comparison. Feel free to pause the VOD, take a screen grab, whatever suits you. Nothing really to cover so much here. Likewise with the key characters. So-called key characters. And then ships. Yeah, no advantage jumping out. All right. Let's move over to the Omega Bot report. I'll blow this up and kill the camera so it's not in the way. Okay, attack timing for KP. So rarely he'll go in my nighttime, but it looks like he's mostly in the last few hours here. So as far as I know, he hasn't attacked yet. But if he does, yeah, no, Primebot hasn't chirped yet, so not yet. Mod comparison. Yeah, you can see where I have that speed advantage here in the middle late section, so that's nice. GAC Omicrons. We are both very heavily invested. As it, not too different than it was a couple weeks back, so not a big surprise. Oh, wow, he doesn't have the Zoring one. Real. All right. Wow. All right, squad banner efficiency. So, the overwhelming majority of his attacks are 65. And his opponents are not scoring 65 as often against him as he is scoring. So he's a very efficiency-based player, which suggests saving a lot of really strong counters so you can have sure things. So we'll see. Defense-wise, so this is his profile of... This is just 1 week? Yeah, it's just 1 week. So Leia, Rey Swolo, Saw, Jabba, Qui-Gon, Tarff, Slacker, Tuskens, Sortie, Gas, Sana, and Rex CRex. So Leia, Rey, Jabba, and Slacker. 4 GLs. And then who's on offense? So you'd have Starkiller, he'd have Inquisitors. Okay, yeah, still a good amount of stuff. And then 4 GLs besides. So a balanced approach. And by zone, we could expect to see bottom front maybe Rey Swolo, Jabba, Slacker, and Gas. Offense-wise, Malgus. Yeah, so he won't be setting Malgus on me. Interesting. Traya, JMK Cat, Talzin, Reva, Hera CRex, Aphra, GBA, Iden, JML, Starkiller, C-Watt, Gideon, Lord Vader, Serum Malicos. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So Traya, Lord Vader Maul, Malgus, Rey Swolo, Leia. Wow, Saw and even Finn gave him a little bit of trouble. So a lot of the usual suspects he had difficulty with. But yeah, we both had a pretty successful season. It looks like we each must have lost only one so far. KP is old school Wolfpack, I think. I'd have to take your word on that, Stone. That precedes my knowledge on the subject. But all right, camera back on. Offense-wise, so we already covered this, I think. What did he do with fleets though? Negotiator, Chimera, and Profundity. So yeah, sounds like he's setting the standard. So it sounds like it'll be a gentleman's trade, and we'll take our odds. Executor, Leviathan, and Malevolence. Yeah. All right, very good. Damn, 93% think I suck. All right, well, we'll see. Let's check where we're at with that. What does the survey say? 3 minutes remaining. Man, y'all got a lot of time here. All right, well, I'm going to close off the voting early. Let's move it back over to the main scene. Get in your last votes. I'll give you guys another, 10, 15 seconds. So if you're just arriving, get your word in. I'll cut it off when it says 2:15, so I'll give you guys another 30 seconds here. It's going to be a nice week, though. All right, I see you, Sheep. Watch streak read. Sheepdog is currently on a 5-stream streak. Appreciate your devotion, man. Glad I can be here. Good to be here on a Monday. All right, closing it off. End submissions. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. We can be brief as KP hasn't done anything, so we can't go into much detail. Top side, Qui-Gon, JKA, Cam, Kit, and Plo. Followed by Seer, Malicos. Not Palicos, just Malicos. OG Kylo, Crew, and Fulcrum. Finn, Zori, Resistance Hero, Finn, Rose, and OG Poe. Rey, Swolo, GK, Cal, and Swolo. You're watching the YouTube video? Man, appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying that, Sheepdog. Got any comments? Anything to say? I'm always so jarring to see Kit Fisto anywhere. The thing is that you do have to put a lot of speed on him to actually make him fast enough to kind of be clocked right behind the other Jedi, but that isn't really what he's for. Like, In an ideal world, he's able to have his special after Qui-Gon has died. So hopefully whatever it is that they're using against yours or you're using offensively for whatever reason, they blow up Qui-Gon first, and then you have JKA's physical damage AoE, and then you have Kit Fisto's physical damage AoE. So it's pretty nasty. Yeah. It's pretty much just about that AoE. Yeah. There's no stun. There's no stun. It's no stun component, just damage. From Kit Fisto, anyway. All right, down bottom. So, Tarfful, Zalbar, Vandor, Hondo, and Clone Wars. All right, Gas, Rex, Arc, Echo, Fives. Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Scando, and Boba. Leia, R2, Drogon, Chewie, and Han. Didn't have the budget for stun, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Top side for our opponent. So, Rex, Echo, Arc, Fives, and CRex. Now, the reason for this is that I've seen him be one of these guys doing the JML counter to Leia, but also using gas as, insurance, we should say, Just making sure the job gets done. An extra measure of damage, control, all that good stuff. So that's why we're seeing this. First time ever seeing this in the wild, so should be interesting to fight. All right, Shaak, Bad Batch Echo, Tech, Wrecker, and Hunter. So, yeah, they're all going to be crazy-ass wicked fast. Like, how fast is Echo? Just for giggles. So 364, so I want to say 399. It's 35 from the lead, isn't it? Yeah. 399, yeah. This is a fast lad, so we better have something slick lined up for that, yeah? All right. Qui-Gon Jinn, JKA, Cam, GK, and Grandmaster. So this one's pretty serious. I want to say you could still Bad Batch it. The thing is that you only get to buff immunity one of these guys, right? Surely it should be GK, because you don't want to get stuck on him when it comes time to deal with Anakin. But you can definitely get jammed up here, so it depends. He won the last match with me on the basis of my not being able to clear his Leia, which was in the back. So we are playing, for sure, expecting to see that. Saw Biggs, Wedge, Chirrut, and Baze with a Wedge cron. And we'll go into detail about these crons when we get to this wall, but we got to clear bottom front first. Okay. So, Chief Chirpa, Paplu, Logray, Wicket, and Kneesa. I checked just last week's data to see if there were any interesting counters. Imperial Troopers does the job. I checked what this is, 290 times 1.25. Plus, and that number plus 30 is 392.5. So 392 is his speed. And wouldn't you know it, that if I wanted to use this slick Imperial Trooper counter, with Gideon, of course, under Veers' lead, Gideon was going to be 391. So I have a 371 Gideon. So that chaps my ass that I can't do that. So I have to do something a bit more serious. Some other decent counters I saw last week were Radis. And, of course, you can use Traya. So I have half a mind to try the Radis because, I think the things that you kill with Hope, they don't come back. So that gets us all the way around Kneesa's thing. Kneesa's revival on her 9. Because I could see, I guess it would just be time-consuming with Sith Trio. I don't see why it would be difficult. Something like that. I did see people just doing, like, Traya Nihilus, I want to say Savage last week. Radis failed last week to you, to your Chirpa. Ewok Mirror, you coward. No, you know what? I'm not sure I can trust you on that. You know why? Because you told me that Ewoks was going to work against CLS, and it wasn't dum-dum proof because I dum-dummed it. So I'm putting that on you. Also, his cron, we both have the right 369. His cron has good stats. Mine has accuracy and shit. So I don't like it. All right. Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Boba, Scando. We haven't found one yet that we cannot approach with Aphra. High defense. We'll just make sure that we have the right amount of, overwhelming armor penetration. Tarfful Zalbar, Vet Chewie, Clone Wars Chewbacca, and Nest. With a Tarfful cron. What do we got going on here? Okay, whenever they gain a buff, recover health and protection, Grit, and Wookiee. Did I put that into my figurines earlier? That's a good one. So what do you got? Bounty hunters. 2 battles seen, 63. Here, let me flip the screen on for you. I wanted to check about this. So bounty hunters. Where did I think I have them mapped though on one of these already. Where is it? It's on the other tab. Yeah, no, I was already thinking about doing bounty hunters here, so that works. Plenty of different ways to deal with, use your Traya. All right. So that is an option. Could you use Watt with troopers for the immediate TM gain versus Ewoks? The Viagra Chewie's going to slap with his special punch with 300% armor pen. Yeah, he is, man. He is. But see, man, he is going to slap. That shit is going to hurt. All right, well, we'll think about it here. And then you got Rey, Swolo, Sortie, Zori, and L3. When last I fought this, I used Star Killer because, sometimes I can beat that comp, sometimes I can't. This ended up being one of the can't. And then I had to use JMK to beat it anyway. So we're just going to use JMK from the onset. All right, so JMK and Aphra are for sure decided. Or Jabba, I'm going to take that out with Aphra. So first order of business, let's go ahead and restart. You like me talking myself through the strategy of the fights, and I don't have to read the abilities. Yeah, I'm doing this as much for me as I am for you guys. So I'm glad you're getting something out of it. ProtUp level 3 would get troopers ahead, says Tom Ford Noir. That is actually smart. It is actually a smart call. Yeah, Ewoks are a thing right now. Yeah, Striker, you haven't missed nothing. Okay, yeah, we're all caught up on chat. Okay, let's get back into this. So, let's double check and see if he's made any moves. No moves yet. The internal monologue. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Critical part of the recipe. Let me see if I can't pump this chair up just a little there. Not sitting so low on the screen. All right, Aphra. Now, the only thing that I'm a little interested in is how I'm going to take on that Qui-Gon. GG Nuke can do it, and you don't want to do that without B2, but B2 has long been part of the successful recipe here. Getting that buff immunity and then sweeping the taunt off and being able to go after Bausch with impunity, difficult to replace. And then sometimes Darth Vader's significant, sometimes he's not, but I don't think I'm going to miss him. So we will do this. Armor penetration. I have this one. This is the one I'm going to use for this purpose. Yeah. Okay, I can't hate that task. Can get this to work because I sure effing can't, says Dagger. I mean, you know, and as Dagger often points out, I don't have, you know, an ordinary setup for Aphra. They're fast, they're strong, decent amount of offense. This one isn't even all that as far as offense, but the potency's there. This guy is savage. There's no two ways about that. It's a 12-5, over 80% crit chance base. He's a bad boy. And so he does bad boy things. Fast, strong, special offense. Yeah, so they're there. And then, of course, Darth Vader's just doing his Darth Vader thing, just being a big old beast. 10-5, 70%. Yeah. And that was 290 speed just cause. I mean, I wanted him pretty fast, but yeah. So, all right, let's get to this. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Hey, we got the good one. Okay, now piss off B2. Good. Good. Hello there. How do I always do this? I think I want this here so you can't throw your grenades in the first place. Even though we don't get the assist off of it. We do get to apply the fire. Okay, then we gotta go like... If we basic, I think this is a kill, but I think the assist is also good. How should I play it? I think the health is too high to risk the third. The basic is going to end. Yes. This is one of them times where your boy Vader was not critical to the death of Bausch. I will nonetheless accept it. Oh! Okay. Well, I don't think we can bring him back, so all right. We'll go ahead and apply this here. I don't want to be stuck with that, and we need to work the system. Boba is probably the most dangerous, but you're the most quick to get deaded, I'm thinking, so I feel like I'm not wrong to look at it that way. I don't know, man. Doesn't feel great. Yeah, we're still one turn off. Slappin'sy shit, or fire? Fire. Fire! Fire! Nah! Fire! Oh yeah, definitely third. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ah! Fire! Would you like some TP? For my Bungholio. Kill it. Kill it! Alright. Begin. Operation Slap Their Shit. Poor Vader. If it was only IG-88, we could have brought it back, but alas. No. The verdict was no. Sure. Let's do this. Smack. Yep, 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 yep. 2.5 minutes. We are having lots of time. Make with the basic. We gotta get folks deaded here. Yeah, stuff's taking too long. We're getting close to ultimate. This is suboptimal. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. Fire. Yep. Yep. And now we're coming up on another set of cooldowns? Another set of cooldowns? Oh, okay. 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 Man, you were just gonna brutalize him. Brat. Yep, hi. You thought he was here, whereas he in fact was not here. He deceived you. It's the way of the Sith. Good. Make with the Stone Agings. Yes! Okay. And the Gigabrap. Yes, that's what it is. Alright. 60 banners it is. Usually it's 60 banners with everyone alive and folks without protection, but 60 banners with Darth Vader dead and folks with protection. 6 of 1, half dozen anything. Yeah. Okay, 60 plus 10. Alright. So this one we already know is JMK. Let's stick with the script. JMK cat. I want to say that it depends where I see myself needing mace. I want to say when last I did this, I enjoyed having mace because your execute is Zori, right? And so being able to pull her out of stealth is good. I guess you could execute, sortie, but I don't think I really give a shit about that. I think having her out of the way so that I can beat up Rey feels like the right answer. So that's the idea. Oh, take mace because of sortie. Yeah, I was thinking it just for the Zori point of view. Yes. All right. You got to head back to work, Trevor? All right, take care, man. You're going to catch the VOD. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, Vader just got non-existenced. His offense and CD, so the thermals just no-sirred him. Yes. It was a complete misplay to Merciless Massacre there. Gives him offense and CD. Why do thermal detonators punish my character's offense and crit damage gain? Why does that make your thermals better? If it was like me gaining a bunch of health, then it would make thermals hit harder to me. Or if I was somehow stacking you with offense? What was what's the insight on that one? Okay, JMK cat. Ahsoka, Mace, and Ayla. Damage reduction. Armor penetration. No, crit damage. That's probably the best way to sort this out. Stack. No. This one is one we often use. I guess it's got to be this one. Alright, so we'll do it with this one. That's fine. It's only 32% crit damage. We could go with, like, heinously more armor penetration. Armor penetration's probably better in this case, but do we actually have options that matter? Not really, no. It's the same cron. Okay. We will do this then. Stacking. See, I know I've done it both ways. I actually remember saying that I was cool with how that went. Yeah, I actually do remember that. So let's think about it. This is the cron that would be available nominally. This one is reserved. This one is open, and this one's the one I prefer to use because of the huge crit damage. We can always make use of that brutal armor penetration somewhere else. We have our Ayla. Yeah. What do you guys think? You think armor pen over crit damage? I don't see value in Ayla. Without her level 9 being in play, so definitely choose the armor pen cron, the higher armor pen. Yeah, that's okay, because we already have the cron down with Qui-Gon that this would otherwise go with. Yeah, I've used the last cron I was just looking at with the higher crit damage that has the stacking damage on Foresight level 6 before. So I've definitely played this either way. I don't think I've shown you guys how Mace Windu looks these days. He is Relic 9, stacked up with a lot of protection, since he gives himself some health from his unique. And he'll get it, under JMK, all that good stuff. Decent amount of offense added in, but also potency and a bit of armor. 65% ain't terrible. All right, let's see how this goes. Okay. Get to the stackings. Yes. Yes. Okay. We could stun you. No harm in seeking that. Okay. Mace goes. That's a good one. Then we can go after you. Let's just basic here. Because then we can go like this. And then Cat can execute, right? Put Johnny on the spot with that. Nothing's going to keep you, so bye-bye. Very good, very good. All right, make ready. Beat her ass. Okay, this one, there's no need to waste moves here. We'll just chill. I think this still takes down the max health shatter point, so we'll just roll that. Definitely roll this one back over here. Keep him stacking up. Just keep his cooldowns free, nice and breezy. That's fine. Just basic. That's fine. We're just chilling here. That part was not my favorite. I could have tried to keep him stunned. That was kind of careless, I guess. Alright. Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want it. Get that crap off her. Let's go. Yes. This one. Okay. You got to stay powered down like that. Now for you, if you would kindly, sir. Good. You'll be back. I'll take it for the armor shred. Doesn't bother me none. Good job, Mace. Can we keep you stunned, perchance? No such luck. That's all right. All right. This one. Okay. Swap back over to here. Looks like we're back out of ult. Yeah. All right. I deserve that. Cocky me. You gonna? Okay. Beautiful. Right on time. I don't care now. Now we just need to get through these sides. Work them down. Okay, that's good. Nice. Okay. Stay on target. Full restore. Gotta kill him real quick. You stay down. We gotta have you just stay down, Broham. Alright, L3. Let's get this done. Thank you. ProtUp. Big chill. All the way to the end. 64 it is. Okay, still no moves from KP. We must investigate. What's going on? What's going on out here? No moves, no moves. Okay, so this one, and it's grit. I don't think... Yeah, Bad Batch isn't favored. Bounty Hunters I've only needed against, like, for Lord Vader cleanup, and we have other means of doing that. So, certainly not a necessity. I guess all that would be required for Bounty Hunters to work would be enough defense and the speed to pull off the opener. If you're going to go like Aura. Otherwise, you're about taking punches and hitting whoever's weakest. Weakest is going to be like Vet Chewie. Vet Chewie you could hit, but can you take the hits if you run Bossk like that? Because a couple people did that here. Only one person did the Aura idea, I'm thinking. Traya will 63. Okay. And then Chirpa. I need to see if there's something else that stand out. So you guys, one of you guys was saying that Radis failed for you on that. Maybe we just use Traya there. Yeah, that's dangerous, though, because the top side's got some nasty goods. Yeah, he's baiting Bad Batch timeout with the nest. Yeah, that's for sure, Randy. Hey, Benjamin, what's going on, man? The Frank to all that would be required for bounty hunters to work is for good men to do nothing. Matthias, hi Tass. After a long time, I can watch a stream of yours. Yeah, man. It's a rare circumstance. I'm off all week for vacation for Thanksgiving, so I'm here on a Monday. So I'm just hemming and hawing about how I'm going to take on these couple of teams. Trench works. 3 battles, 66% win rate. So what went wrong with the bad one? Let's have us a look at that. So you went with an armor penetration, defense. Yeah, okay. And these guys did what? Yeah, okay. So they went with a set 12, and they both... Okay. Oh, that's interesting. This one has a relic advantage, so does this one, so... I think that's kind of cool, though. Yeah. Not going to try to do no trooper thing. Yeah, I tried Tuskens, I want to say, and that disappointed me. So we're not going to do that there. 5 battles, 100%. Man, that's why I was wanting to do it, because that seems like the right value to me. Well, I mean, I can throw the Primo at it, right? I can throw Jin. So what? You got a couple battles here that are 65s. One with K2 and one with SRP. What's the essence of what made this work? Relics are competitive, I would say. Damage reduction. Did you run damage reduction, whoever this failed last week? Damage reduction Rebels sounds like a pretty novel solution there. I may well do that. I want to try it. I want to believe. And then this Tarfful thing. So you've got 1 done. And what was your secret to success? Yeah, shit. Some protection. ProtUp start. And a relic advantage, so noted. Whereas with Bossk, 2 attempts. So it's still rare. High defense. Seems sensible. High defense. Seems sensible. Okay, so you're not. It doesn't look like you're getting at it with a 65, but it looks like Bossk is going to be the way to go for that. Let's give this a run. We haven't used bounty hunters like this in a while. We're still going to be very fast. Just have to deal with their opener. All right. Boss Grief. Mando. Who do I want? You want Zam. Who else did they have in the thing? Oh, they took Fennec. We'll do Fennec then. Makes sense, as you're already using Grief. Might as well. Defense-wise, what can we offer? I have been liking this cron for Sith Eternal, but there's a couple different ways to go about that. We need the endurance, so this is actually very attractive for our purpose. Defense is good for everybody. I think we could do that. I could part with that. The problem is that I also really don't like you. That's a stacking defense, man. I am loath to part with that easily. This one's an okay one to use. I wouldn't miss it. Alright. So you gotta hit who you gotta hit till we get old. We snipe out Tarfful and then work our way through the rest of it. Hopefully we get a snipe in there for Nest along the way, but we try to control Zalbar once Tarfful's gone. Let me switch these two. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay, so we could. I think. Yeah, no. We're gonna be fine. I had to sit here and think about it for a second, though. You're gonna get dispelled. What's the right move? You don't need to pull this up. Dispelling you is okay. You're gonna be a lot more fragile. This is gonna come back around to bite us if we don't have that dispel. So maybe we take the turn meter and run? I don't know. Let's just do this for the moment. Okay, now this seems attractive. Yeah. I mean, there's turn meter to be gained by critting. It's not really going to do much to anybody, but that's fine. This is at least going to hit Clone Wars. Okay. Ow, ow. Stop that now, damn it. 70%. Stay on target. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. A right move here? I don't know. Doesn't do damage, so snipe Tarfful. And hopefully then the jig is up. We're in the clear. Let's get this all cleansed. And away we go. Run away with it now, boys. That's fine. Thermals won't do anything of note to these guys, but... oh, I wonder if you just die with this. I'm just curious. It didn't work the way I thought it might have worked. Hit you, because you'll be weak in the relative sense. Yes. Okay. That's true, I could be hitting whoever the hell I want. Hey, you leave Brittany alone. This will be fine. Just do that. Turn meter gain, go. Alright, you get the hell out of my house. Fennec, can you finish off this crap? Yeah, finish that off. Thank you. That's a good one. None of that, huh? Okay. Go like so. Eh. Yeah, just kick. I don't want to get countered for any reason. Yeah, alright, the heal is not my favorite. Hopefully we'll just be able to snipe Zalbar in the end. Stun? Make with the stun? Yeah, the leadership effect is still in play. Okay, this is fine. Okay. We'll take it. All right. 64. Beautiful, really. So, Bossk, Grief, Mando, Zan, and Fennec. 64. All right. Oh, TJ, or KP, not TJ. All right, all right, all right. 64 with Jabba. All right, let's start penning this in. Okay. Okay, Leia. And then he has to fight Tarff. Alright, we'll see how he does. We're all slugging it out here at the end. Oh, RSG rating him with 33. What's going on, guys? Defying this battle dropped expectations, Frankto. Ooh, sorry about the rough run on your Negotiator. But hey, what's going on? Raid time. Have a good stream there, bud. Don't you know? What's going on, man? How did it go for you? Did you guys get the dub? All right. Now, as far as this goes, let's talk about Rogue One. If we're gonna do it, we gotta have that damage reduction cron. I feel like that's pretty important. Got to do some errands in jet. Love you, bud. All right, man. Take care. Well, thank you for the raid, regardless. Rebel. Ability block. Ability block. Okay, so we don't have damage reduction. So this is probably not the droid we're looking for. We may choose from the following: Traya or Starkiller, or what? What will we do for you? All right, let's strike this notion from our head. Banners wise, what's going to be good? Let me flip this on for you guys. All right. So leading contender looks like Traya. Can save Talon. Not that I care so much about that. He's not going to have a Finn team down, which is something I have been using Starkiller on, so Starkiller is viable. Traya seems extra safe. What about Veers troopers? I guess yeah. The one thing to check would be if I had a dark side with the ProtUp to use for that purpose. Yeah, and I only have, I think, just the one. Here's a ProtUp, but that won't help our Darksiders. So, no, we can't do that, but I don't regret having the defense that we had for our bounty hunters. No, wait, don't we? Where's the, Yeah, there's a dark side ProtUp. So that's the unaligned force user. So if that's the case, then we would be out ahead to be able to trooper it. How interesting. We have no offensive stats, but... well, and they do have defensive stats. They do have defensive stats. So the risk we... yeah, see, the risk we run is that we're not able to pound through who needs pounding through in time. We wouldn't have significant armor penetration. So I think the safe and respectable way to approach this is going to be with Traya. Bazinga! What's going on, Mr. Jester? Ayo! What's going on, man? Thank you all for being here. Even with defense down... It's Veers, Dark, Piet, Gideon, and I want to say it's range, right? Let's check that. Stark Scout, range is 90%. So this is definitely the highest play rate. Range feels like the right choice. Now if you do it with Stark, so maybe we could have both and we could skip Gideon? Is somebody fast enough for all that shit? You figure it's 351 for my Piet, so 351 plus 20 from Veers is 371. Divided by 0.8, because he would get 20% turn meter off rip from the ProtUp. So he's effective 463.75. So you don't strictly have to run Gideon. But the win rates without Gideon, well, let's see, they use Scout here in this one. What was integral to your success? Inflicts a debuff, 6%. So Imperial Precision isn't... I feel like some of his kit's wasted in the presence of Piet. So you could have defense down from Stark or Gideon, or both, but then you don't have range. 64 here. So we've already done the math to see that technically we don't need Gideon to get out ahead, but what we wouldn't be able to do is turn meter rip, and I feel like that's a different level of risk. So this could be done. This could be done. 10% TM from ProtUp. It's 10% per buff, so Watt is 20%. Oh, it's just 10% even though... Okay, it's just ProtUp for 2 turns. So, okay, so 371 divided by 0.9 then is 412, which is still faster than 392. So we'd still be ahead, just with the 10%. Yeah, Paplu, so Paplu is 290. So 290 times 1.25 is 362.5, plus 30 is 392.5, round down to 392. And then 371 divided by 0.9 is 412, greater than 392, so we're in the clear. So yeah, we could have some pretty devastating offense with this. The consequence of failure is minimal. This would otherwise be something that we could use to clean up Lord Vader. It's one of those Lord Vader cleanup options. He's been liking Lord Vader on offense, though. Hey, can we check and see how he's doing? What's our man up to? 74 and 65, huh? All right, so he's 65 to Sith Eternal. Tarfful has taken some blood. Okay. All right. 65 on gas and a full withdrawal on Tarfful. Man, I'll tell you what. That match with Zio last week had me remod my Hondo, and he's a bad boy. He is a bad boy, and he's a badder boy next week. So 1 hold, and withdraw. And it looks like I got a DM from KP, so he'll shed some light here on probably what went down there. My man. He's like, ugh, fuck your Wookiees. GG, I bet it's a win for you now. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. Last time I got space jammed on your Leia. I'm hoping not to make a repeat performance of that. We'll see what happens. Alright, he's in on Leia now. So, if we're dealing with... Is this a pre-taunt? Has 25 speed whenever he doesn't have taunt active. So we definitely don't deal with him first if we're fast enough. So you would go after who's necessarily weakest, thinnest? Who's that going to be? 61 and 40. 101. Looks like it's you. So Wicket actually has defense, though. You see the defense mods? So 79% armor with all that versus... no, difference is not that much. Okay. And then Kneesa. It's a 302. Yeah, that's nasty. Okay, so if we were to do it with the one where we don't run range, we're forsaking some opportune assist, but we're going to have defense down and armor shred, and that's not redundant? Do we really want to do it that way? If this drops, that feels greasy, man. KP didn't use Night Sisters, I see, on Jabba. Yes, that's correct. He usually likes to go pretty proper with that. Yeah, that's a good one. Dagger, did you see Aesop beat Kabuki because Kabuki shit the bed on Fleet and couldn't full clear, and he took first from Kabuki? Is that what just happened? Because I thought when we were like when I was checking in on his stream earlier, we were waiting for Kabuki to do that last attack, and you're saying that he did it here and he choked? Uh-oh, you just saw the skip. He shit the bed on Fleet and couldn't clear. I'll be goddamn. Well, if you're watching, Aesop, congratulations. Well done. Yes, guys. Okay. All right. So we're looking better than good. Yes. He tried to set me up the same way.
It was bad. It was real bad.
He did Leia mirror is what he said. Since it looks like we have the latitude to try Imperial Troopers, I am going to do this for the people. I want to see how this transpires, because I have a bad feeling, but I'm admittedly curious. I do feel like I want Gideon and Stark, so... Do we need both? We have a lot of buffs we can push around that way too. I mean, it isn't nothing. What do you guys have to say about that? What do the party people in the chat say? The pick was definitely of a smart ass. Oh, the satisfaction, man. Okay, so we have this. Okay. We'll find out if this is the recipe. Wow, I can't believe Kabuki choked on Leviathan. And here's what's weird. I was asking Aesop, because I remember that comp that he set was, I don't want to spoil anything, because there's still... no, wait, this is the third round, so it's nothing that wouldn't be able to be scouted. But he had Mark 6 up front. And I'm like, why'd you do that? And he said, just to have it be different. Just to have it be something he's not practiced in. And so oftentimes, you know, I'll bag on something like that, not necessarily that specifically, but something like that and say, like, you know, just because you're making it different and unexpected doesn't mean it's a greater threat, but Kabuki's one of the best in the business, so if it's going to work, it's going to work. I'm not mad. All right, so we have a ton of armor piercing. We're a little low on assist. But where we don't have assist, we also have turn meter gain with Stark, and turn meter reduction for them. Alright, one more time. Alright, we knew 351 was the fastest, and we know that you are the fastest. 290. I think our numbers are good. Let's do it. Is KP on my Discord? Create invite. KP says he might be able to jump on stream. Okay, so we are out ahead. Who's the golden boy? Let's go after Wicked, I guess. And... oh! That's a good one. Okay, okay. 1 and a 2. Okay, so you got this now. I feel like we want to pump buffs because I'm going to hit this guy again, so I just want the wagon train to be right on time. We could pump turn meter again and then have them immediately behind. Yeah. Pump it. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. She's going to counterattack if we do this. We can't stun her meaningfully, but don't matter now. It doesn't matter now. It's all over now, right? 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 Come on. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Got a basic here, and then basic and go for it. Okay. Okay. 1, 2. This could be good if we land that. That would be really nice if we can land the days. Can we land the days for the days? Days was probably not the best choice, as it turns out. And then they're all going to evade that. So now you've got a tall order ahead of you. We could dispel that little bit, but I feel like the basic... You've already got defense down. Should we look to set up the next attack? Yeah, get rid of that. Turn meter reduction. You saw that right there. Now we're about to have Kneesa go, though. So we're not going to be able to completely pierce this before the end. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. That's a little more turn meter. Pump, 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 pump up the jam. Pump it up. Come on. Yep. Hello there. Hello there. Doink, doink. All right, over to you. As fate would have it, you are dazed, and I am so all about that. Okay, stick to the script. We're on it. Yeah, we don't want to do that daze shit again. We learned our lesson. Not really sure what the lesson was, but I learned that I didn't want anything to do with any of that. Okay, we're getting there. That's great. We get rid of the foresights this way and roll into the next one. You can't beat that with a stick, boys and girls. The turn meter is great, so I don't think I want to use the third here. Just stick to it, boys. Oh, the carefulness. The carefulness. How are we looking boost-wise? Yeah, let's basic here, and then you third here. Looky there. Oh, man, you are just gonzo, my brother. Gonzo. Pump, 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 pump. Up the jam. All right. Okay. Almost there. Come on. 64. Woo! Veers, Dark, Piet, Gid, and Stark it was for 64. It was fated. Fated. Not bad. KP67, damn Taz, doing my walks dirty. Dude, I mean, I wish you could see the clamminess on my hands here. Okay, I think I saw you just join my Discord, so let me get you permissions and move you in here with me. Stream guest. If you jump into, you should be able to see the stream guest channel now. You should be able to jump right in with me. So look for that on Discord. You've got the perms, I believe. I'll also DM you. All right, we're through the gate. And what a score. 502? Boy, that don't happen too often. Okay, okay. So he did clear Tarff on the second try. What was the banners for that? 41. So 61.
Yeah.
So he lost 4 protection banners there.
Stupid Wookiees.
Yeah, boy. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, man, of course. How you doing?
Doing very well. Any Monday that I'm not working. So I've got, I got the whole week off here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice. That's awesome, dude. No, I'm at work right now. A little break, I guess, in between everything. So that's great.
Dig that. All right. Now we're going to see what KP has here in the bag. So, okay. So it wasn't the Leia that I was very clearly expecting. Because that's, because as you well know, I used my JKL thing for your slacker up front, which was very good. And I had at that point in time for our first match of the season, I had never tried or even conceived of using Inquisitors for slacker, which is totally my bag because I had that. I could have done that. And I would have had the full proper JML team to take against your Leia. And it would, I think I probably could have even won that. But knowing, man, I paid attention. I learned from that. And they ain't caught me the same way twice since you, so I'll say that. All right, let's scheme out the rest of this, guys. So let's see. Okay, Bam. Wow, this is going to be interesting. So Bam, Arm. Okay, the first wild Pazvizsla. IG-11 Wheel.
I figured I'd leave you. Like I said, I wanted to try fun things, so.
I agree. And I mean, hopefully I'm just going to throw something overwhelming at it and not have to think too hard. That's kind of my goal. I appreciate your careful consideration, and I'm hoping I can just cudgel the son of a bitch.
That's fair. Absolutely.
What are we going to do about C? We can do C, Want, and 3 Sith. Because the C AI is a complete dodo. So that one we can probably do. I haven't fought Traya in a bit, so I'll definitely be sure to do my homework. Are you seeing the stream here on your end?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good deal. Good. Well, I mean here in Discord, so you can see it live if you care to. I mean, I'm streaming it live.
I can see it live too. I can see it live.
Okay, gotcha. JMK, Ayla, Bastila, Jolie, and Grandmaster, you threw me off the trail there. So I saw you doing, I could have sworn I see you do a JML with gas versus Leia last week. Didn't I see that?
I did. Yes, I did indeed. And this time around, I figured, okay, knowing Taz, he's going to be ready for my Leia this time. So I decided I was going to keep Leia for offense. However, I got cheap. With Leia, I got cheap. I went in with old Ben and Momo, thinking, "Hey, I should be able to be okay
to
versus
control the fight."
Chu.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. You actually all your guys kept wailing on my Leia and killed her first.
Oh no shit, really?
No, they killed her first. Actually, no. So the order of events was I was doing good. People were kind of getting beat up, but I was like, it's okay. You got to ult first. You killed my Momo with the ult, and then you killed Leia. So I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, man, that's incredible. So is yours a speed Leia? You like 570-ish? Like, what's your setup?
Yeah, I went speed Leia with like health. I just try to load up as much health at the same time. But yeah, she's speed with
And probably something like 175k health, something like that.
No, not quite. I think she's like 169, barely 170.
Okay. I say this because when she came out for, in the middle or later part of last 5 season, and then for this entire previous 3 season, I ran her pretty much the same. And what I found was, and what I'd heard from feedback through others is that the bulk modded Leia just going straight up health, but not being under 530 speed. That's the essence. That's like the key metric. Don't be under 530 speed, but then be about.
No,
as
she was
much
like
health.
she was like 5. She was like 560. I want to say.
Okay.
Think?
Yeah. Well, what I'm winding up to is that from what I'm hearing, is that when people are doing the mirrors, the fight is biased toward who has the bulkier Leia. In that mirror. Yeah. Now, you will not see me having any attack experience with Leia because I didn't spend the time modding this shit the way I did to use it on offense, yeah? So I'm just going to leave that to be someone else's problem until this cron set is gone. So, but when the time should come.
Actually, not even that. Not even that. Just wait till next week. Or, I'm sorry, the new lock. This week's lock.
Dude, yeah. No, I'm... Next, it's going to be like the top couple brackets. It doesn't really matter whether or not you or I won this. There's no way to win with like the top 20, 30 or so. There are people going gangbusters out here on that new set. And I'm not. I have like my one Bauschkron so that the guild isn't on my ass about it, and that is it.
Well, yes, that's true. I am in the same guild as you, so I was like, yep, make that announcement. So
that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, and also, anybody would be looking at our profiles to see what the minimum would be for any of us. Yeah. But anyway, all that aside, so JML, we could Inquisitor that. We do have Dash. We do not have Vandor, so we don't have Dash to use against JML. So what are we actually holding right now? Because let me show you something here. You're looking at my screen live, so had you pierced that back there, I will show this back wall. This is what awaited you.
Let's see what. Okay.
So hell waited for you in the back.
I had a feeling Slacker and Lord Vader were hiding. I had a feeling you had Slacker and Lord Vader packed back there. I had a feeling.
Well, kudos to you for the feeling then, because that's an incredible instinct. Like, you expecting Lord Vader on there is entirely reasonable. Lord Vader's almost always on defense for me. But Slacker, it's been like 3-4 seasons before since I've had Slacker on defense. So
no, what was it? What did you have? Oh, there we go. Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Yeah, it never interrupted for me. I'm good.
Oh, perfect. I thought it got interrupted. Let me take a look here. What was it that tipped me off about Slacker? I think it was... Shoot, I don't know what it was. I don't know, like in the back of my head, I was just kind of, was it the top wall? It was something in the top wall or something just told me, I was like, I feel like he's got Slacker hiding. That's it.
That's an incredible instinct, because even the top wall, like, let's look at this. Like, for me, this is standard fare. This is standard fare for me. Like, for what you'd see if you, like, did an Omega Bot scout on me. I'm having, like, 1 GL up top, and then 3, like, Omicron-powered teams.
3 strong Omi teams, absolutely.
Yeah, so from my point of view, I would not have expected you to expect the Slacker. There's nothing there for that I see of myself that's like, there's a tell there. No, I don't know.
I think it was, what was it? For me, now again, it's kind of playing psychological battle back and forth. I feel so. I'm like, okay, if if Tass scouts me, he might have seen that I had used UFUs on Slacker before, and I used UFUs on Gas before. And so that's why I was thinking, is that why he set Gas there? Because he's got Slacker in the back? That's what it was.
Well, the biggest reason why I thought I could set Slacker. See, I was looking at, like, I had just played Goda before you, and I had a really strong defensive performance with only 3 GLs down. But then when I'm looking over the scout about you and thinking about what's most probable to see from you, like, I was going to like, there was too many options for you to choose how to have clear 64s, 65s after you would get through 3 GLs. And so I had otherwise only set like 4, but then it's like to actually make a complication for you, it would be ideal to set 5. So then I had to look at your defense and be like, do I actually have a feasible attack plan for everything that allows for 5 GLs on defense against your crons? And I'm hoping I've got enough to get... obviously, I'm going to go through top, I think, first, because if I can do that, then I'm certainly looking pretty. But,
for sure. I just saw actually in your chat, Benjamin DOP2. No, I cannot clear the Leia because this cron is absolute, atrociousness.
I'll
if
show
you
my
don't
cron on stream.
Her, like, show the cron. Show the cron. I saw that and I'm like, all right, I think the mirror should be okay. And obviously, I don't have JMLS anymore, so
right.
I'm basically kind of sitting there. I'm like, no backup. I went in here thinking, okay, Leia can handle it. I chose to get cheap with it, so it is what it is.
Do you think you actually still had it under control if you brought it? If you brought in Han Chewie?
If I took in Han Chewie, I think I would have had I would have been able to target things a little bit better. And I would have been able to control Chewie a little bit earlier too, even removed him, because that I think was what really screwed me up. I couldn't get Chewie out. I couldn't get him out the gate as quickly as I wanted to get rid of him. So he was just assisting and pounding and pounding and pounding, and then here we are.
Yep. So am I correct then? You used Inquisitors versus Gas. You JMK'd the Jabba like 64 did?
No. So I Inquisitored the Jabba.
Oh,
I Inquisitored
the
Jabba. I did Inquisitor. No, wait. No. I'm sorry. I Lord Vadered the Jabba. I Lord Vadered the Jabba.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes. So that was a Lord Vader fight right there. Gas, I did end up using UFU because I was like, back and forth, and I'm like, I feel like I should have coverage for Slacker. If I have to mirror it, I'll handle it. It's okay. And then Wookiees, I tried Starkiller. Foresight is a pain in the ass.
Did you do what I did last week? Did you start with Mara Jade second instead of third?
Yes, that's what I did. I started with Tenacity down, and that screwed me up. So.
Yeah, I feel your pain, brother. Did myself over with that last week. Just for the stream.
It happened.
It does. Just for the stream, I'm going to show you guys what each character looks like under this cron right now. So, I mean, she's just under 200k, like 198 without the cron, but she's big. She's decently fast.
She's big.
And that's really what she needs to be, is just huge because of that damage that's done based off of her max health. He is large as well. He's just over 100k, 300-ish speed, lots and lots of offense he's sharing out.
Nice.
Drogon, this is probably the hardest one to mod because you want to have super high crit chance on a special damage character. So high offense and then not less than 75% crit chance. Sorry, what's that?
Oh, nice. You got to 330. I think I'm slightly higher on the crit chance, I think.
I don't think that... I think if you are between 75 and 80, I think you're good. If you're over 80,
enough,
maybe
right?
there's a diminishing... I think there's a diminishing return maybe after 80. But like 75 to 80, I think is fine. And yes, 330 is definitely also a push for the speed. So the speed, the offense, crit chance, that was a hard set to put together, but that one's well worth it. And then Han Chewie isn't anything special, guys. I mean, the tenacity modding you've had on him since forever. Some offense added, strong tenacity. And Han is actually a little slower than I'd like him, but that's not really a factor on this Leia team. But he slaps, So yeah, I mean the Leia Drogon R2 is the core of the team, guys. So give them love, and if if you haven't already, it's not too late to consider the value of getting some rerolls together for your Leia Drogon cron. This is like a mainstay defense so long as this cron is alive. And then heading into 3, Leia Drogon R2, bad news. It's bad news. It's very unforgiving. All right. All right. So I see Dagger in the chat said that you can Phoenix JML, so we may well try that. The spirit of science is alive and well. Let's write this.
That'll be cool to see.
I will be very happy to do that. I'm assuming we probably want to have Kanan for that. So Hera CRex, but didn't I already? I think I already had them assigned for use against your Shaak Bad Batch, but I have discretion now that I didn't before, so that's fine. Chop, Sabine, and Kanan. All right, we'll solve the rest of this once I'm satisfied with the plan up top. I saw somebody against you last week. Even though they lost the round, they had a successful run of what was it? It was Tuskens versus what was it? This CRex team. So I think I'm gonna do this. This is Tuskens with Zarriss. Nice.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a 60 against you, but it's, value motivated purchase. Yeah. Defense, the most that we could spare. 98% with Hellsteel is actually not bad. I don't need that elsewhere. We'll go ahead and make sure to grab our Jedi. Keep the Dispel so we can move past 5s. CRex is not 501st, so we just need to Dispel the taunt off 5s and put the hammer to CRex. The others should more or less keel over. But immediately after CRex, we want to pound down 5s because I don't want a situation where, one of these guys could stack dots on themselves. We could, you're going to have Rex cleansing at some point. That's fine. But the point is I don't want any of them keeling over from dots and triggering 5 sacrifice. That's about the only way I could see this going bad on us. And away we go. Okay. So it's you over there. Okay. Not a lot, and we want to save this, so we're only going to get a little out of this. Yeah, can you have a turn? All right, that's my lad. Okay, that's not very nice of you. We save this for just such an occasion. Okay. Make with the speed. 19, it'll do. Greater than 15. Okay, not the droid we were looking for. Oh, that heal's pretty robust. So we had to wait more, I think. See, look at how much more we have now. Wow, look at that. Yeah, all right. Well, we're still going to keep our stuff. But wow, there's some keel over risk there. All right. That was, I think that's sacrifice. So now we are actually in dangerous times.
Yeah, that was a sacrifice. Oh, that's not going to matter.
But it's only dangerous if they get to do stuff. Yeah, like him. You can't do that. Stop that shit. You get 8. You get. Yeah, why not? Just make sure it's done. Okay.
Nice.
20 stacks, that'll do. And would you kindly keel over? All right, 60 banners as advertised. Okay, pen that one in. So, Qui-Gon Jinn, So we could use JML to cudgel through BAM, but JML would also be pretty interesting just to trivialize Qui-Gon. What are teams that we have? We have Inquisitors, we don't have GG News, so that's out. JML, Star Killer, these are all available. Rogue One can work against Saw, and I'd like to try that. What did I see? What did I see? Where did this work? Which one? Which comp did I pin in that I wanted to use? I said Cascade 2, so it was this one. So yeah, that was the damage reduction. So we have Traya though. We could probably make short work of this with Traya, right? Yeah. Yeah. Wow, look at this. Somebody took a huge risk. Almost lost. Okay. Well, alright. We owe it to ourselves to look and see if there's any kind of data on this Pazvizla team. No, well, no, that's not quite right. No, there's the spoiler. There's not going to be a lot of data on this. That was a band lead, yeah. Armor, IG-11, and Queel. So, yeah, it doesn't look like anything Starkiller couldn't handle. So, the problem with using Starkiller, since we don't have any data reflecting this, we know that IG-11 will cleanse all scoundrels, so we couldn't rely on Shaak forever. Unless we were able to just continuously reset the turn meter on IG-11, and then the cleanse would never come to pass. Okay. So what if we're gonna do Phoenix against JML just to see how? By the way, I do want to pull some data on that. What was the comp? JML, Ayla, Bastila, Jolie, Grandmaster. Composition. Okay. Oh. No, it wasn't Grandmaster. It was Gas. I typed it out wrong. Well, that's a meaningful distinction. Right there. Nobody ran it with Gas. Of these options that are not Gas, which are the worst? Doesn't matter. We should leave the sort open for that. We'll let the datacron be the biggest filter. Damage reduction and Ayla. No set found. How do we do this? I don't feel like the Bastila is integral to this, so we can take that off the sword. Maybe that gives us some data. It does, it does. So the information is narrow. Yeah, very narrow. Inquisitors for certain. So Hera might be vulnerable to this thing with Gas. We can't take the risk that might be the case. So for the time being, I think we're actually going to move the Phoenix over to the Shaak team as originally planned. For the time being, the JML plan is 3S, GI, 7S, 5B, 8B. Sith Eternal. Let's have a quick check on that. I think it's C Watt plus 3 Sith. But, Savage, Traya, Nihilus, and Talon. Cron. Buffs and defense and health. Okay. Let's talk about it. See why? Yeah. Okay, straight up slacker. All right, so nobody's done that here so far, but I believe my memory is correct. I think it can be beaten with Sith Eternal. We have what? Do we want to get armor into the mix as well? I wonder. So see what set +2. That will do. And they should be tanks too. I'd like them to be tanks. Just soak damage, buy me time. It's a long fight. And so that's 147% defense. My experience is if you've got a competing amount of defense to offer, you've got a real case. But without that. So now we have 85% defense. So we have exhausted our greatest defense crons. That means that slap fight towards the end can be a pain in the ass. My hedge against that would be also taking in armor. Armor may not get a chance to do 2. How's this going to work? You're going to have link. I don't think they're going to link C, because that's part of what makes them dumb. You have to link Savage and C. You can't relink anybody until C has no more protection, and then you're going to relink Savage and then Nihilus. And hopefully you have some semblance of a team remaining by then. This seems like the diciest thing to fight, and I know that I won't need armor elsewhere. We also have Malgus. I keep forgetting that I have Malgus for attack. I never have Malgus for attack. Why don't I just do that for Qui-Gon? Surely that can't go poorly for me. He said famous last words like, yeah, JML might be a real safe way to go. So Malgus versus Bam, maybe? Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, Talon. Malik, SM. Talon is with Traya. Traya is also on the side. Man, did I make life easy for me. Okay, so this is going to be some type of JML for Qui-Gon. We're going to make sure that we have no risk. Radis, I think I know that that would work, but we could try Traya against it. So, riskiest fight now left on deck is Sith Eternal. I think we want to set up for that. Getting me the Traya easy peasy. Stream is black for you. Shot this C team. Tactically two-shot it? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm wanting to think I can still one-shot it. That's kind of the goal here. Alright, Separatists, let's grab Watt. We forsake Watt from any kind of trench cleanup, but I don't see anything so bad that we'd miss that. Armor. The only reason we're thinking about bringing armor is that I'm going in without a strong defense. So we have like plus, I want to say plus 50% defense, something like that. What is it? Plus 50% defense from the first stack. Yeah. So we'll take that money. And then 2 more, ideally Sith individuals. Set, and you know, we might be able to get away without Scion with the Traya counter, but having that buff sweep is pretty damn good. So we'll keep that for now. Okay, I don't think I want C. We'll take Darth Maul. It's only one Sith. Do we just want it to be another straight up OG tank though? Because that's what we are really needing. It needs to be a tank more than it needs to be Sith for the second one. What we need is durability. I need somebody that's gonna stick with us. Like your boy Piggy! Piggy! So, ideally, somebody was gonna get blown out. There is some risk here, because what I'd want to do is if you have, if you have Set, they're not going to kill Set quickly, but they'd isolate him. So if you had another Sith or somebody that was vulnerable, there might be some advantage here. Let's think about this a second. Health, defense, this is pretty good. Protection, the health, this is actually quite good for our purpose. So the thing is I'm trying to think, like, I don't think we get to have 3 stacks of Beskar armor unless we should somehow get lucky. And we would need a relatively fragile Sith to kind of get wounded or die, get beat up a good bit. So we could drop Gam, bring you, thinking that you could potentially trigger that 3rd stack. The other problem is we're going to have Nihilus reducing cooldown. So if I try to wait out for armor to get the Beskar, we could have an issue. Let's see how it goes. We could cooldown pull this, but since we know that the KP won't be able to get through Leia up front, there's nothing. We have intel to gain, and KP's here with us, so he's going to share in the benefit. You know, everybody gets something. It feels rough. There's a lot of offense on this team. But then it wouldn't matter. Okay, we'll take another tank. We'll go back to Piggy. I don't think I'll regret that. Here we go. Okay. Okay. See, he's a dodo like that. 1. And 2. And now we simply bide our time. Okay, Set gets isolated, so now tank gets beat up. You get your cooldowns pushed back regardless, so the possibility exists that they will have him whittled when the time comes. When the appointed hour comes. Let's go ahead and give that to Set. Yeah, you're shut down 1 turn. It's like that. Okay, that's fine. Everybody's being real chill, right? Everybody's cool. You're cool. I'm cool. We're all cool. You're going to let your girl, and you ability blocked her. We got Watt that's going to come up not just ahead, maybe just ahead. It's tough to say. We can stack Prot for the family. How about it, Watt? You coming out just ahead or no? You are. Look at you. Look at you. Like a G. We only get the 2 stacks. We will nonetheless take the money and run. It's too late to wait. All right. So we have the defense. We have the health. Our scheme was achieved. Now we need to wait. You have to wait for Sith Eternal to be without Prot. Yeah, man, this is looking gnarly, though. Because they're stacking offense and all this shit. Do we transform? I feel like we still wait yet. Because isn't he about falling off? All right, well, I'd say it's about time to get moving. I think it's definitely smart to be transformed. Okay, I think we can do this. I think we're within our rights. We do this. 1, 2, and we get about our business. Doink. And that shit hurts. It does. I won't lie to you. Yep. Okay, stop that. Okay, the cooldowns is not good. Cooldown increase is not good. We are nonetheless very brawny, and thank God for it, because we need every bit of it. Oh my God, stop doing that shit, bro. Hey, stop it. All right, thank you. Make with the off fuckings. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, nah, we definitely needed this. Because we are looking grim here with these slaps from Talon. That's gonna feel real good to lock her ass down. Alright.
Yeah,
Looks
a
like
lot of people
everybody's-
underestimate Talon.
Yeah. How you have her kitted?
She's offense health, and she's close to 10k offense, I think.
Ooh, yeah. No, that's no bullshit. You can see the evidence with your eyes yourselves, folks. It's not a game. Zap. All right,
Nice.
and then we have to hope that this is enough. Put it on auto and let it roll into the sunset.
Uh-oh, there's the shock. This is it.
Yeah, ideally we would have been able to stop that last wee bubble of prop, but it ain't a lot. It's easy enough to move through, and old man slap fights ensue. Yeah. We're sticking it to him. We got the time. We got the juice. Get 'em, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Get 'em,
That's
boys.
Nice.
All right. Indeed, armor was the key. We would have been absolutely dump trucked by Talon without that.
Yeah, if you hadn't put those 2 stacks on, and if you didn't manage to get the stacks on, I think Talon would have she would have creamed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Would have been donezoed.
Nice.
All right, that was a good one. Yeah, we can't do the Hera science, but I do want to see about this one. You there? Excuse me. Phoenix Cron, where you at? And away we go. All right. Hopefully you guys are all seeing the stream. I saw a couple people say stream was black, but hopefully you guys are seeing it now. Let me pull up the stream for my view. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay. You kind of hit who you have to hit here. We don't have a great deal of dispel. You got a single target dispel with Chopper. We're otherwise just hoping that we can keep folks locked down. Ideally, we're able to go in on Shaak first. She punishes you for going after her clone friends. It all depends where we're at. This is actually really good. So she won't gain the turn meter because of the days. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Goodbye. Uh-oh. Hey, you stole my banners. $61. All right. So a little careful management, and that was a 65, surely. Okay, yeah, JML versus Qui-Gon. That one's going to be pretty straightforward. Let's do Traya here. Who is my alternative? Radis. Man, That's something I feel like I might want to try. But you don't want to do it without the damage reduction, because they're gonna really smack your shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it then. All right, good talk. Glad we got through that together as a team. Traya, Nihilus, Savage, Talon, Scion. Just show it respect. Go on in. 1, 2. We keep that one. Not you, not you, not you, not you. You will do. Suits our purpose just fine. The Burning Fire isn't the best for people with high health, but we'll see. So offense and health you do on your Talon, huh? I like mine like speed and health, about 293 speed with health primaries. But
nice.
That damage was significant.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I stick with like being like, okay, she's supposedly an attacker, so run with attacker. And then just like when you read her kit and everything else, she stacks so much that I'm just like, well, why not just amplify that? She's mostly hiding in stealth in most instances, so like, does she need the survivability? I don't think so, right?
That's fair. It's something to think about.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I mean, like, her kid is mostly just like, oh, there's speed, so slap her with Malgus, like, how often did you see that, right?
Right.
But I'm just like, there's more to her that, like, would just benefit, so. It's not just, use her as, like, a stat stick, like, use her as she's attended, and you see a lot more different, like, kind of things that pop up.
All right. Well, you're not low enough for the good. We'll get there. We'll get there. You know what would be super fucking cool is if I could ever have a cooldown. That would be neat. I would be interested in that experience. It's got to happen for the first time at some point, surely. Yay! I get that. Okay, this is a good one. That is a good one. Okay, Traya. Hey, look at you. Look at you. Okay. Okay. Nobody under half. Can hit you a little bit, though. And so the enemy reveals himself. How about it? Man, y'all are just killing me with this shit. Give me the fucking execute. You are really chapping my ass. You are chapping my ass.
Wedge coming through.
I don't like you. Got 2 fucking tanks and you're gonna mark someone else and not hit my tanks like an ass. Okay, so we gotta hit one of these. I'm just gonna basic that because I'm really trying to pick my moment to just smite him. If you would ever so fucking kindly. I don't want to hit you at all. Hitting you is fine. Can't send Saw under stealth. It's not part of the plan. Okay. Almost. Almost. A victim. Hello there.
Nice.
All right. And it all comes crashing down now.
They tried. They tried.
They did better than try. I mean, that felt like I had a 65 on lock before I didn't.
Biggs is holding on for a while. My God.
Biggs is a G. You were promised Phoenix first JL. Produce in writing that agreement. Produce that, Gladiator. Do it. I challenge you. Man, is he thick. All right. 62 will do. Okay. Before we get too cocky about how we want to approach that, let's make sure that we have no further issues with what we expect to work. So, how does Malgus perform against JML? I'm curious. Is there any data on that? And no one's doing it like this. There won't be data. Not meaningful data. How important is this? It's okay. It's not what's critical. Is there anything else I get from that? No. Alright, we're just going to stick to the script then. We're going to run Inquisitors. Crit damage. We have 1 reserved. Very good. Yeah, open up with ability block and proceed. We have to control the fight, get through the prot, take out Jolie. Yeah, so that's about it. Is there a cleanse on this team? There is a cleanse. Bastila will trigger Death Mark on herself. JML will when he ultimates, not that it matters. Okay. Phoenix it, you effing coward. I already used my Phoenix, so eat my ass, Dare. Also, you're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, well, alright. Gonna pen this down as better than expected, Chapter 1. Okay. We still have to get over to the Jolie, though. It's not all good. It's not all gravy yet. Still, it's pretty damn close to gravy. Goddamn! Bye-bye! Okay. Very good, then. Alright. Malgus. For funsies. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, we used the one I would have otherwise really liked to use, but it's okay. This one is for troopers, but we're not probably going to need them. We would have dark side buffs with this one. This is Starkiller's card. Oh my god, we had a whole bunch of shit left over. Oh my god. Still, I'm going to do this anyway, just because it's fun. Boom. But you should Phoenix the BAM team. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll take that under advisement. Him having Frenzy would be really smart to dispel. Now we're stuck with that. Now you can't do all this. We do this, we move past all this. We don't get to fear everybody, but I don't really give a shit about that. Welcome to the Space Jam? Sure, why not? Let's get about it. Come on and slap, and welcome to the jam. Okay. Okay. Ah. Classic. So, you're already feared. You have a stagger that can be triggered. Let's make with that. Any other staggers to be mindful of? No. Hit him then. 10 down seems smart. Who has Shaak? You have Shaak. Oh, yes. No one has... Oh, he has CBM. Let's follow the CBM, boys. Okay, okay. I see. I see what you're about. I see that Queel is looking to cleanse everybody real soon. We have to make sure folks are going to be gone before them. Who gets to die before the end of all this? Okay, that triggers you. Wow. Okay. You don't get the extra hit here if we do this. How's the turn meter look? Turn meter looks viable. Yeah. Quite nice.
Yikes.
Quite nice. Devour. Devour! There will be no peace.
Nope.
Doink!
Yo, did he die without even like blowing anybody up? That's hilarious.
I guess so, yeah. He got just locked into oblivion. I don't think he took a turn.
No, he didn't. That sucks. Oh.
How did you I didn't even check his modding. Did you have him set up for just explosions?
Like, he's just fat. That's all. Just pure health.
Okay,
Not the fastest thing in the world. Like, I was just curious to see what he'd do. That's it.
Yeah. Very fair. Very fair. Sorry to disappoint.
That's fine. They'll probably get better when Nubo comes out, but yeah.
All right. And of course, we're just going to cheese or, beat the shit out of this here.
Oh, man. This is already overkill.
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious overkill. I think you only need 2. Like, just 2.
Oh, this is going to be brutal.
Yeah. Actually, let's check win rate just to see what the least people are getting away with. And I already have Qui-Gon over here. 3 people are doing not less than 3. Grandmaster and Shaak makes a lot of sense. See, this one I really like. I like that one a lot. I think I might even do that. Yes. Jedi Cam, JKL, and then Hoda. Take a Jedi cron. And take the turn meter one. And away we go. JML, JKL, Hoda, and if you take one, yes, it is an internal reference. You're not bullshitting about that, friend. All right, get rid of all that. Yeah, you. Okay, stun. Okay, this. Okay, you. Just focus on flawlessness. Like so, if you would. And if you won't, I don't care. Doink. Yep. All part of the scheme. Well, you piece of shit. Die. Have this. Have you. Who's highest? That'll do. Doink. And...
Oh, man, that's gross. They didn't even get a turn.
Yep. That'll work. Okay, Jedi Cal, JKL, Hoda, 66. All right. All squads down. What did he leave us fleet-wise?
It's pretty boring.
Standard fare.
Standard fare.
Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, let's get about it. Leviathan, we will take Chimera against Executor triple. We will take Profundity and hope we don't get just destroyed. And then Malevolence. And we will take Negotiator for that. Okay, guys, we've been going pretty strong here. Usually I take a break after I clear the bottom front wall, just for a couple minutes. Let me step away real quick, hit the men's room, refresh my drink, and we'll clean up fleet and send you guys on your merry way to another fascinating streamer. So, just a couple minutes, guys. Appreciate your patience. All right, party people, we're back. I have restarted BlueStacks, so hopefully the curse of BlueStacks will spare us today. That's my darling wife chuckling over in the corner to herself like a mad person. All right, this one, and this one. Anything I need to think about ahead of time. Let's roll. Is this legal? But for the grace of God, says Benjamin. Yes, it's been a strong clear today. Strong clear. And there is some small amount of satisfaction. And I'll say this with KP here on the call with me. There is some small amount of satisfaction to see him get jammed up on the same shit that jammed me last we met. So,
Yeah, it is. It's almost poetic.
That's right. That's right. The circle is now complete. Stay still. Hello there. Hi. Ah, yes, this one. This should do it. Good one. Now, this is dangerous shit here. We're ability blocked when we wanted to shield Iden. Iden is at risk for getting exploded, so we will see how it goes. Ooh, the mass assist. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. Shit. Oh, come the fuck on. Come, thank you. TIE Interceptor. Now, I know Dagger says it's better to go after this one, but I need Sass to be gone. I feel better about it. And Sass is no longer a factor in these negotiations. These aggressive negotiations. The stun seems good here because we're about to capital and kill. Okay. All part of the plan. Yes.
Nice.
No need for this. And who's the biggest restore? Oh, it doesn't matter. Everybody's kind of shitty wounded. But hey, we didn't lose anybody. That's a good one. 70 will do. We'll take it. We had a 72 earlier this week. How's that grab you, KP? How often do you see that with the Chimera thing?
I actually landed a 75 once.
Whoa. You got me
Yeah.
beat. You got me beat. You're out there. That's wild.
No, it was pure luck. Like the dodge was real. Like I was like, oh my goodness, thank God.
Oh, you were chosen by God to win that battle.
It worked. It worked, and
Alright.
it was a 75. I was like great, I'll take it.
Got to double check your homework now. All right, this is big. Good. Yeah. I think we're cool. Let's go. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You there. Okay, some assist action. Hey, that's a strong open. Yes. Okay. The worst outcomes have been avoided. I like to basic here because this Razor Crest can choose who he wants to hit. He can ignore targets, so the possibility exists they can split focus exactly like that and allow a situation in which Millennium Falcon does, or Y-Wing does not die, which is the absolute best possible opener. I'll take this. I probably should have done the damn thing. Yeah, that's probably a good point. Nonetheless, we'll bring this out, and we'll cleanse you. Yeah, no, the cleanse didn't exactly work, but nonetheless, we will figure it out. Okay, you can wiggle now. Wiggle now. Wiggle the fuck now. Thank you. Thank you all. So yeah, this ship being alive is not part of the plan. We reveal you. Hello there. Sweet. Oh, really? Interesting move. 99%, thanks. Really appreciate you there. All right. The basic. Okay, just keep hammering him down, I guess. Yeah, that won't get you much. Get an assist? Nope. Neat. Okay, well, that works then. Shipping and receiving department. Yes, we'll take the wiggle at this point. Okay, well, I have regerts. It's fine. Is there a chance to heal you before the end? This kill might actually do it. Pop, get the heal? Get the heal? 75? Alright, 75. Could have been, I don't know, maybe 76, but 75 is nothing to be dissatisfied with. So take that. Last but never least is Negotiator. And our opponent has set Spy up front with Vulture as reinforcement, and only Vulture, thus ensuring that Vulture comes out. So we go this way. And I do take Ahsoka, though you don't necessarily always call her. I limp out of that with 65 to 68 and 50% of the fights that you win, says Dagger, about his Chimera versus Levy. And you have, like, the same relics, I think, as I do, right? Like, you aren't an outlier with that, so I don't know. We do basic here. We want to keep our path open to spy. We also use basic here. The same reason. Okay. The path to spy is open. Death! Okay. Better to have CI off of this one, who I really do quite desperately want to crit. Because it's neat for him to be just not around. They love to stun and mass hiding like a bunch of assholes. Yeah, we definitely had a favorable outcome with that situation ourselves today, so I will take that. We'll do the sweep here. We really don't want to sweep and force buff immunity there. See that we do not have their reinforcement out. We will go ahead and do unending loyalty here, and we save the reinforcement for right about now-ish. And this can't miss regardless. Anakin's basic cannot be evaded, so even when he's blinded, that hits. And now we have Plo. This is the real one, not the summon. See how the fake one says summon if you aren't in a know. This could be a kill. That was close. It's the thought that counts. Oh yes, that will do. Yes, that will do just fine. Yeah, there's very little overcharge on deck. That's very good. We'll keep Taunt alive on him. No moves to make except let's go ahead and get CI onto him. No reason to use the big hit as we cannot critically strike. Yes, you see, even though he can ignore Taunt and he targeted Anakin because there's no Vulture, no Buzz droids on Anakin, these Vulture droids will not assist. Yes. Finish the job. Yeah. Alright, that'll be that. 71. So, 73 if I had just left Ahsoka on the bench. Probably should do that. Alright, guys. 18-20. Certainly one of the better scores this season. And moreover, we avenged ourselves. KP has been our only opponent so far this season to defeat me. And fate had it that we met. And when we last met, his Leia in the back jammed me up. And I'm pleased to say that his change of strategy had him choose to Leia mirror me, and it didn't pan out. He is...
It did not.
Yeah, and KP's here with us if you're getting late in the stream here. But KP went for this mirror. It didn't pan out, and he has JML sitting in the back. He already used, like, JMK. Where did you use Slacker?
I have not used Slacker yet, but quite honestly, like I just don't have the time. Like if I wasn't going to clear Leia in one shot, I'm like, you know what? And then I set Armorer as well on that little BAM squad, so the Slacker's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, fair enough. All right, well, let me go ahead and do the review here, the recap of the fight. So down, let's see. I guess as far as defenses go, I did cover my stuff in the beginning. KP did start attacking after I did this review. So he one-shot Jabba for 64 banners. 64? And you shared that was using Lord Vader.
Yes, that was Lord Vader. Maul didn't quite make it up to full health, basically.
Ah, okay. Wow. I mean, that's very impressive. I've not tried that myself. I'm just an addict to Lord Vader on defense, I guess, but I've definitely got to think about my options. So good insight there. Against Gas 501st, he scored a 65, and I believe you said that was Inquisitors for you?
No, that was Ufu. That was Seer.
Seer. You're Seer. Yes, I've seen that. That is brutal.
Yeah, dude, they just like once Gas sits down, Malgus just drops the rocks, everybody dies. That's it.
It doesn't matter who dies first, whether or not sacrifice goes off. Everybody just takes the hose.
Like Rex will survive the drop, but then Malgus goes in for his basic and just kills fives. Sorry, not fives. Rex. There we go. He'll just go in and kill Rex. So everybody's gone.
Wow. All right. That kind of flexibility is going to be key going into this week because this is the upper reaches, and I'm going to be fighting the absolute hell of a developed set 12 batch of crons on all of these people.
Dude, your next week is going to be very interesting. People need to watch because you're going to be playing like Aesop. You're going to be playing Aesop, Tarot, like the
Kabuki, man.
Kabuki.
It's going to be nasty. Against Tarfful, so we set Tarfful, Zalbar, Vandor, Hondo, and Clone Wars. And give us a skinny on that because that was a full back out for you.
Yeah, that was a back out. So, like I said, I started with EPMJSK. I went with Tenacity down first, and then Foresight popped up, and I'm like, crap, what do I do now? Needless to say, your Wookiees just started slaughtering everybody after maybe about a minute of me trying.
Fantastic. And then your cleanup.
The cleanup, I was debating leading with this to begin with. It was actually Aphra. Aphra had like very little problem getting through.
Yes, I believe that. How do you have a lot of experience doing Aphra versus Jabba yourself? I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out with the new datacron set in the future. Probably not terribly well.
I don't think it's going to work out just because of the Boosh. If you have the right level 6 and level 9, she's just going to... The Hutt Cartel is just going to take so many turns. Aphra's just going to kind of sit there.
Yeah, like even if they are locked down or like they lose one round of cooldowns, you don't have something like AoE Shaak to lock down all their TM gains. I was thinking about like B2 in there can be great, but like that if they have the damage immunity one that I think you're talking about,
exactly,
like that can't be dispelled. So you just there's nothing to be done about that.
Nope. So then you're basically stuck until you blow up from thermals. So
that is just gross, man. I have no idea what I'm doing next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal. But no, I mean, like for the Wookiees, it was like I think I brought an IPD and B2, and I didn't even bring B2. No, I did bring B2. I brought an IPD and B2 with the Core 3, and it was like, just stroll right through. It wasn't the cleanest match in the world, but it worked. So
what was it? It was you dropped 4 protection banners, so it was a 41. Would have been a 61. That's not so bad. Yeah. But I take your point. And then, of course, we already mentioned, guys, he did Leia mirror. And if you weren't here earlier in the stream, I was saying to KP that based on experience like this, which is not, I don't have a lot of people doing Leia mirror to me, but especially from what I heard from others, the bulkier Leia is predisposed to win that type of mirror. Mine is bulk modded, so I'm glad that it bent my way. And
yeah, it was a good learning experience for me too. Now I know, okay, at least bulk her up and take it from there.
For sure. And thank you so much for making the time to be here, man, and sharing what your plan was and how you went in about it.
No, of course, man. I appreciate you having me on and just talking through this.
Awesome. So glad. I'm so glad you could make it. All right, let me dig in here to the quick review of the attacks, guys. So bottom front, I did hem and haw about this a little bit, but I was trying to think about the best way. And then once I saw that KP was stopped on Leia, I'm like, okay, I can try to have a little fun with it. So we against Jabba, we stuck to the script. Aphra, BT1, 000, B2, Darth Vader, 60 banners. Usually I'm getting like 62, 63 most of the time. But it was Darth Vader who just straight up got blowed up with thermals. So everybody else was okay. I mean, it is what it is. Against Rey, Swolo, Sortie, Zori, and L3. That was JMK, Cat, Ayla, Ahsoka, Mace. 64 banners. That is the Jedi Cron. That's the 20% increased damage whenever they get Foresight. I have done it both ways. I have done it with the Foresight and I've done it with the damage reduction. The fact that it's a 64 with the Foresight clearly shows that the damage reduction really isn't that significant. So it's just if you're limited, let's say you got a Qui-Gon Cron that's got the Foresight and that's what you prefer on your Qui-Gon and that's your only one, keep that for Qui-Gon. You can make the damage reduction work. You can make other Jedi ones work. I believe that. So I didn't try anything risky there. Last time I fought KP, I went in with Starkiller against, I think it was this same Rey comp, and had my ass handed to me and had to use JMK after that anyway. So I just saved myself a step today. Against this Tarfful team, Tarfful's all, Vet Chewie, Clone Wars, and Ness, we used Bossk, Grief, Mando, Zam, and Fennec. Very first time, convincing win rates behind it. I had the right cron to make it feel safe. 64 banners. Chirpa, Paplu, Logray, Wicket, and Kneesa. So, I saw Imperial Troopers. Last like 5 minutes. We're wrapping up now. Yeah, my wife was asking how much longer I'm on the air. But I saw some really convincing win rate for Troopers, and I was dismayed to see that my Gideon plus 20 was going to be slower than his Paplu on turn 1. But then, some very kind soul here in the chat reminded me about the protection up crons, and man, I have like 2 of those, so it was fortunate that I still had one. That extra 10% turn meter from that start put my Piet over the top to kick us off, and we were pretty careful about how we went through that fight. Feel free to go back in the VOD and look that over. But it was pretty manageable and even a little more forgiving than I thought because Kneesa was even able to take a turn, which I suppose ideally she would not. 64 banners, nonetheless. So once we knew we were through the bottom front, we had maximum discretion in how we wanted to go about this. We saw C in the back. He had very high defense, much more defense than I had available to me on a cron to match if I wanted to do like a C mirror. So I decided if I was going to do C mirror, I also had to have armor in the mix. So it was C, Watt, armor, Set, and Piggy. And we chose Piggy with the hopes that he would, get beat down enough to trigger that third stack for armor to give to C. It didn't happen like that. We did manage to get the 2 stack on C, and that proved important because later in the fight, after Savage had stacked up the offense on this team, Talon was slapping, like significant damage, and that's with the Beskar tech on. So it was absolutely the right move, given the fact that I didn't have like a cron to match that defense. That's so important. That was probably the ugliest fight of this attack, and that was 53 banners. So against JML, Ayla, Bastila, Jolie, and Gas, we used just regular standard Inquisitors here, and just shocking explosive damage off rip, 65 banners. Against Bam, Armor, Pazvizla. First time seeing this in the wild. IG-11 and Queel. We had Malgus reserved. Because, as it turns out, I set 5 GLs on defense. That was supposed to be the full plan for KP. We just got lucky that Leia ended up holding out. So we had Malgus available, which is very rare for me, and we threw that into the mix. It was 65 banners. That's what I mean when I had discretion, because when we come up here to the top, you'll see that against this Rex, Arc, Echo, 5s, and CRex. So you're thinking he used gas with JML. Where's the rest of the clones? Here you are with CRex. So that this is just something where it's just obscene turn meter gains. And I saw in KP's match history an opponent use Tuskens with Zori for 60 banners. And I just wanted to replicate and see what kind of limitations, how rough that was, so on and so forth. Pretty damn smooth, guys. It was 60 banners as advertised, and I will say this. You will see them, shake off. They're going to heal up a couple times. You're going to be able to get through. We even had 5 sacrifice, so the other 501st clones were cool. They were just supercharged. Nonetheless, their only option was to just keel over and die, So it was what felt very safe 60 with Tusken Chieftain, Warrior, Tusken Raider, and Zarriss to level it out. Against Shaak, Bad Batch Echo, Tech, Wrecker, and Hunter. That was Phoenix, Hera, CRex, Chopper, Sabine, and Kanan, 61 banners. Against Qui-Gon, JK Cam, Grandmaster, and GK. This can be kind of tricky if you wanted to bad batch it, and it just so happened that there was no Leia on defense for my prearranged JML. So we just crushed it with JML, Jedi Cal, JKL, and Hoda for 66. Saw Biggs, Wedge, Chirrut, and Baze with a Wedge cron. Very powerful setup here. We went in with Traya, Scion, Nihilus, Savage, and Talon. And I'll say this, there's a point where they were able to move. We had a mark. That's what it was. We had a mark, I want to say, get onto Talon. And Wedge just brapped her into non-existence. So we lost one on that. 62 banners. Everybody else was just fine. Later on in the fight, Traya also got herself marked, so it felt a little dicey. And I will say that's with a low defense cron. I was strapped on defense later on at this point in the fight. With maybe even just like 100% added defense, probably would not have lost Talon. All right. And last but not least was Fleet. So it was the standard trio here. So against Leviathan, Chimera for 72. Executor, we hit it with Profundity for 75. We didn't get terrible RNG this time. Yay! And then Malevolence with Spy up front, Vulture off the bench was Negotiator for 71. And that's it. So thank you all for sitting this one out. Thank you, Frankto, for the GG. And again, KP, thanks so much for your time and joining me here on the stream. It's I think your first time guesting. I hope when we're matching again in the future, we could do this again.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Like I said, I appreciate the opportunity, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, man. All right, well, for everybody else here, let's get ready to close out the stream. If you want to catch previous episodes of my stream with chapters added for easier browsing, check out my YouTube. Additionally, I do release a weekly podcast with my buddies Dagger, TJ, and Sasha Isha. All of us are inside the top 50 routinely. Sasha Isha in particular is a mainstay of the top bracket. Every week we put out this podcast where we cover the week in review for GAC. So what worked, what didn't, what were our standout defenses, what we're taking to the next week. And we just have a lot of fun doing it. So I think if you haven't checked it out yet, I'd encourage you to look at it. And, your feedback is welcome. Hit me up in the comments, all of that, which neatly dovetails into the best way to keep track of me is on my Discord. So there's the link to that. I will, drop announcement pings when I'm going live. If you join the server, give yourself the tag for at least Swugga, and check off if you want to get the pings for my YouTube releases or when I'm going live on Twitch. But yeah, that's the number one place to get a hold of me. And, of course, if you like what you saw here today and you want to support the stream, check out my Patreon. Let's do the shameless self-plug. So check out patreon.com/Tassinix. We have something there for any upwardly mobile, aspiring GAC player. My personal recommendation is the $10 tier because you support, me and also get Patreon level access to OmegaBot, which allows you to make in-depth scouting reports on your opponents. So that's what I was going over at the beginning of the stream, that detailed report with the bars showing, the relative strength of our mods, our crons, all of that stuff, giving me a very complete picture with images. It's personally for me, being able to use the at-a-glance-ness of OmegaBot is what makes it so powerful. No other tool allows you that kind of visual to get a sense of what your opponent's all about. So can't say enough in praise of using that tool. All right, we do have to thank the patrons themselves, the fine folks that make all of this possible. At VIP access level, we have White Wolf, Sam Vimes, Jobin4527, Sweens14, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sir Boss, Lego Calrissian2178, Deadpool Cal28, Johnny B. Ottawa, Darth QPPMG, Ray's Malbus, and JJ's Productions. Trevor Boy Gaming bumped up to VIP access level, VIP access plus rather, to take advantage of the aforementioned OmegaBot deal. So thank you so much for your support, man. And, of course, special thanks here, and Dagger's just going to love this because I finally updated it, and so will TJ, because I know he will, really put the wine in it if I don't. So, special thanks out to Yoda Force, one of my earliest supporters. He's since quit the game, but, we remember him fondly, wish him well on the other side. To Mrs. T, my darling wife, thank you for not wringing my neck, as I spend many hours trying to be decent at a phone video game. Love you. To Dagger, TJ and Sasha, my co-hosts on the Plotting and Scheming podcast, thank you for your time and attention and diligence in helping us make this content. It's very fun to do. Dagger in particular is an admin on my Discord, helps a lot with my community, and is himself a supporter of the stream, so thank you very much for that. And last but never least is Nomad's Reaper. He will pop in from time to time on a stream and drop just dozens of subs, thousands of biddies, extraordinary generosity over the years. Really appreciate the support. Just can't say enough in praise of you. So, love you dearly, man. All right, let's move back on over to the main scene and get ready to raid out. Ooh, I got to pay up on the predict. Drops. Did I have drops? Oh, shit, we had a perfect attack day. I didn't even notice that. Well, I guess I had an 1820. I guess I should have been able to infer that. All right, well, hey, it was 50-50 today, so all of you who voted for 4 or more lost your shirt. Ha! That's what you get. Ha! All right, pulling up Twitch. Who are we sending you off to? 404, what, less than an hour to go? Man, I don't see Fatal on today. All right, I do see Infinum. Let's go support your boy. Get the raid here ready to go. Okay. So, yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to get in this stream, and I'm glad I was. Thank you all so much for being here today. And again, to our special guest here, KP, who made the time to join us. This wraps up week 2. I'll be back here. I'm off all week, so I don't see any reason why I couldn't try to be able to stream every round. I will keep you guys posted on Discord, as I had mentioned. But yeah, until next time, and as always, it's been real, it's been awesome, it's been real awesome. Take care.